Hey everybody, this is Master Ego. Welcome to the stream. Let me unmute the rest of you guys. So we got Night Shame as our DM today. We got Dievcler and Pixel. You guys want to say hello? How we doing? Hey, good. Dievcler, I can hear your gameplay. Turn it off. Let's play. All right. So wait, they can barely hear you guys. So let me turn you guys up. Hold on. Hold on. I don't even think they can hear you at all. 1 second here. Well, because it's coming through the microphone or something. 1 second.
Boop.
Alright, is that better, guys? Can you guys hear him better?
My king says that he can only hear you, Kenneth.
Yeah, I'm fixing it. I fixed it.
Alright, if anybody can hear me, type 1 in the chat, I guess.
They're saying yes.
Well, I need a 1, not a yes. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
All right. So this is the first time I've ever done this on stream, and so it's more of a role play game, guys. So you guys can have to.
I'll explain how D&D is. I'll explain to him so it could be better. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to be doing, just for the night, and just out of fun and a bit of curiosity, we're going to be playing a bit of a tabletop and paper and pencil game known as Dungeons and Dragons. So for this one specifically, which is going to be 3.5, 3.5 is actually an edition which is personally my favorite. Reason for this is because it has a lot more mechanics to it, a lot more gameplay values, lots more characters, NPCs, homebrewing variations, and all that good stuff that you can experiment upon with your character, your world, and it becomes a big-time sandbox at that rate. And it's a lot better than 5th edition, in my opinion, because 5th edition restricts a lot of that kind of thing, whether it be ability scores, stats, skill points, feats, all this other stuff. And to you guys, it probably sounds like a completely different language, but as you participate in said streams such as this, and with a bit of reading other books, it becomes a little easier to understand. And basically, when it comes to playing these games, such as Dungeons and Dragons and so on, these games contain story, gameplay, such as slashing and hacking monsters, figuring out quests, finding treasure, solving puzzles, going through dungeons, slaying dragons, I dive, and even more than that. Language. Now. And, yeah. And for you kids out there that are currently watching this, Dungeons and Dragons is a very old game. And we're talking like 70s. Very old. Very, very old. But sometimes the old stuff can be really nice to have. And so that is why we're going to actually be doing this. For this gameplay or campaign, and these three gentlemen, Dive, Pixel, and Master Ego, they are new to 3.5. They normally been playing 5th edition, which is the easiest version to play with. But that's okay, because 5th edition is actually good for beginners. And, beginner playthroughs of that is not too bad in its own right. Now, the 3.5. I think 3.5 is actually going to be a lot more interesting because in my campaigns, get this, there is no level cap. You can level up as much as you wish. And you can become infinitely stronger. Unless you have the experiment points required to get it. There is no ability score limit as well. Because in 5th edition, it locks you in at 20. And so on and so forth. It just becomes a lot. Now, for this campaign, it's going to be quite an easy one, and it's a bit of a prototype, you could say. A prototype campaign, one that we'll currently be working on and experimenting with as we keep going, if or when we decide to continue this series. Now, for this journey that we're actually going to be going into, we have about 3 characters in specific. And how a Dungeons and Dragons game works specifically and how to run it properly, with a version such as this, all you have to do is have a character with your character sheet, with your stats, so on and everything onto it. You need a dungeon master that knows what they're doing, which is something I'm not good with. I'm just kidding. And you also need players, you need a story, you need NPCs, sandboxing, a lot of planning. And it's a big brain game if you think about it. And trying to learn it the first time, I'm going to just say this and be blunt, it's not easy.
Nope.
But with 5th edition, it is pretty easy. Now with this, there's going to be a lot of dice rolling. Now, the thing that works with dice, right, and what we're going to be using most for this little campaign that we're running, is going to be a d20. Or, as in English, 20-sided dice. Or, you know how you have your average, regular, everyday dice, such as a d6, which is a 6-sided dice, d8, 8-sided dice, 10-sided dice, 20. We're going to be using 20, 8s, 6s, even 4s. And that can determine anything that we basically do. Whether it's damage, attacking, moving, even taking a crap if we have to. And yes, that is a mechanic.
Okay.
Now, what we're going to be doing onto this, right? We'll be getting started onto this campaign pretty shortly. And how that's going to work is... Alright, this will be intriguing. Okay. So here's how we are going to begin this little campaign. And you guys probably won't mind it.
Should we talk about our characters first? Like,
Go for it. You can discuss it.
okay. So, who wants to go first?
I don't know about your character or dice, but I know pixels. You haven't given me full info onto that. I just know about what your characters do.
I mean, maybe we can just tell the viewers who our characters are, like what class, what race, what the name. That's it.
Go for it.
And then go from there. So, I am a human sorcerer, and my character's name is Adoian Dark Eyes. Anyone else want to go?
Oh, let me get my sheet out.
I'll go. My character's name, I'll put it up in chat, is Meryl Azure. And he is a half-elf cleric who worships Elona, who is the goddess for woodlands and stuff.
Okay, before I start, I have one question. Can anybody hear me? Because I don't think I can hear myself.
I can hear you.
In the stream?
Well, if I can hear you, the stream can hear you.
I can.
Can you guys hear?
through the stream.
Can you guys hear DF Claire?
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, they can hear you.
Yeah, okay, I can hear myself. Alright, my character is... Hold on.
Alright, I do apologize. I had to deal with this situation.
DF Claire's
now-
on it's his turn right now. DF Claire.
Okay, by the way, Kenneth, or Ego, Master Ego, I don't know what you are, but have you already said what your character is and the story behind it and that kind of thing?
Pixel did
I'll
too, and now it's DF Claire's turn.
Oh, okay. Because I'll be honest, I didn't hear
That's okay.
Kenneth's story.
And I didn't tell the story. I just told him what race, what class, and my name.
Oh, alright, well that's...
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I just did that.
Gotcha.
Okay, my character name is Naguk. He's an orc and is a fighter class. No background. He is only chaotic neutral. I didn't make up a background for him.
That's fine. That's good.
Chaotic neutral is fine, but don't be surprised if you do something stupid and I punish it.
I'm a chaotic neutral as well.
I'm a neutral good.
Neutral.
Totally.
Okay.
Punch me anyways.
A chaotic neutral sorcerer. Kenneth, I'd expect you to be like a lawful, good, super holy
No,
type.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go a little crazy in this game.
So I'm neutral good.
So Pixel's
Ken
the
is
only. See,
chaotic.
Pixel's a nice, sweet guy, while you guys are just crazies.
I'm not crazy.
A little crazy.
Chaotic neutral's a little nutsy. Anyways,
Sometimes. Not all the time.
alright. So this is gonna be, and I'll just warn you guys, and you guys kinda already know it. The campaign is just a prototype, not entirely finished, but we'll implement upon it as we continue with it. However, I do know the ending for it. Or do I? Alright. Okay, here is how it's going to begin. Right here. Oh, right. Something else very important, and I have to know this as well. What is your guys' initiative?
Initiative?
Oh,
Do we have to
Initiative.
roll for that?
Yeah, this is the staff for it. But if you guys do not have initiative, I'll just make it very quick and simple. Your
Mine's
initiative
0.
is your dexterity modifier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine's 0.
It's your dexterity modifier. Whatever you have onto your dexterity modifier, that is your initiative.
Mine's 0.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty bad.
that is bad, but that's okay.
I have an ability modifier of 1.
That's
For you,
fine.
Pixel, you have a modifier of 1 for your dexterity.
Yeah. He has a 1 on his dexterity.
What about you, Dive?
0.
We all have bad initiatives.
Alright, well, what is your dexterity, Dive, and Kenneth?
10.
10 as well. Wait, hold on.
Mine's 13.
Yeah, mine's,
Oh, dear
mine's
God.
10.
That's probably wrong.
Oh,
Alright,
I'm the
this will
fastest
be a
one.
little hard. Because, see, what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to determine who's going to go first.
That's
Oh,
fine.
should we
And
roll
whose
for
turns
it?
it's going to be.
It's not that
So,
hard to figure out.
Pixel's obviously going to go first since he has more initiative and whatever he can do and stuff like that.
Okay.
Why
And
don't we
since
Eagle Roll?
Dive and Kenneth have the same exact dexterity, and since you're the streamer as well, Ego, would you like to be second or last?
I'll go last.
Alright, fair enough.
I'll go
Okay.
second then.
So here's how it's going to go. You'll just have to give me a moment. I'm just getting resources.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Alright. Okay, so Pixel, Dive, and Ego. Oh crap. I don't have you guys. I do have you guys' names for your characters. I'm gonna have to write those down.
Yeah.
So that way I can call you by your actual names instead of saying
You can just call me Lord Dark Eyes.
Lord Dark Eyes. Alright. Lord Dark Eyes. Alright. Let's see. Wow, that looks really blurry.
Can we put our character names right above our real
Yeah,
names?
that'd be really nice.
Like how Nightshade
That'd
has
be-
DM over
Yeah, I
his?
can
That
just
would be
type
very-
it. If you can type it in our group chat, then I can copy it over.
That would be
I
very
agree with
convenient.
mine,
Just
but
saying.
I'll type it in again.
Alright.
There we go. That
was
car
loud.
just
That was really
cut
loud.
off in the middle of it. Too.
Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna have to open up a file and a document. You'll have to give me a second. Because when I do this, I'm gonna have to write down a lot of stuff. But that's okay. I can do that too.
Hi, welcome to Miami, where there's race car drivers. I purposely muted my mic
Speaking of which, apparently Cars came before the movie as a video game.
Did they?
Yeah, apparently they did.
Okay.
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 You got
All
nothing interesting to say? 'Cause I'm
Okay, I think you
not gonna
fixed
have
it, didn't you?
Lightning McQueen for Smash.
Let's see, add Dwayne Dark Eyes, and Dive is gonna be something.
I have mine in the group chat. So.
Yeah, your name's is already above your name.
Oh.
Or I'm working on
It
it.
takes a little bit.
Meryl Azul, and Dive is like Maqueek.
I don't know if he can type it
Is
in.
that his name? It's like Maqueek.
Let me type it in.
McQueek or something. Nagook.
Naguk.
No, nowhere near what you just
All right.
said.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Did you already put it on the thing so I could see it?
I'm working
That
on
can
it.
actually help me too, because I can actually see the stream and stuff while I'm doing this.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Mine and Ego's already on there.
I wonder if you put music on this.
Could put music. It'd be cool. Like music for like when we're in battles and stuff.
Yeah, but we'll figure that out later. We don't have to do it right now, but
That's
we'll
fine.
figure something out. So Nagook,
Mm-hmm.
Najuk. Is it Najuk or Naguk?
Nagook, I guess. I just
All right, Naguk, I guess. Okay. All right. I think we will be getting right now.
All right, storytelling time. Let's go.
Yep. All right. So, you three. All right. You three appear to open your eyes, but you appear to have like a very like white blurry flash, if that makes sense. And I'll provide a picture. And as your vision and so on begins to absorb the light and everything else, you are greeted with a very, very cloudy and perhaps a heavenly area. Let me provide an image for this.
So, do we go into the D&D chat in Ego server? Or
Yeah, we can do that.
okay. Just want to make sure.
In fact, let me provide image. Because it seems like you guys are actually in some like heavenly area. It's all cloudy and it's actually very pretty and white. And there seems to be like a staircase, like cloudy staircases per se. And you're greeted with what appears to be a very tall woman. She carries a very she's very tall. She's like 20 feet, you could say.
Wow.
She's wearing golden. Her hair seems to be white, and her eyes seem to be glowing green.
Is this the
And
picture you want?
her staff seems to be containing spikes of salt at the very top. And she seems to be sitting on some sort of throne. And she looks at you three, who are appearing before her, and she says, "Welcome. It's a pleasure to see you three. Pixel, you may go first. What would you like to do?"
I would like to discern who she is, if I can.
Roll a charisma check, which is basically a d20, plus your
Alright.
charisma modifier. And that is
Charisma
where,
modifier is 0, I believe. Yeah.
yeah, and we're going to be going to Kenna's service, so that way we can make these rolls.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll say them, and we'll say the rolls once we roll them too. And we're gonna make
I
some
roll-
adjustments here and there so we can fix it up.
A 4.
Okay. 4.
Well, great start.
Go ahead and try to say something to her. What would you like to say?
I say,
That's all you say. You're gonna waste your whole turn just to say that.
Yes.
All right. She looks at you and she says, you seem to be a bit nervous about yourself. What about you two? Specifically, the orc.
My turn. Okay.
Dive.
Wait, do I roll charisma too?
Yes. Well, if you want to say something or do anything.
Yeah. I'm
Like,
gonna say
what exactly do you wish to do in this situation?
something. Well, I ask her who she is and what's her occupation.
Roll a charisma.
Okay. Mm, 16.
All right. She says, my name is Uzina. I'm just a mere goddess that loves to inform thy travelers of certain things as well. My occupation? That's not for you to know yet, my child. And as for you, and she looks at Kenneth. Oh no, excuse me, Dark Eyes, right? That's how I say your name, Dark Eyes. She looks at Dark Eyes and she says, "You seem like you could have something to do as well, or a question per se. What is it that you would like to try, or maybe even have thought in your head?"
I would like to know how we got here.
Oh, charisma check.
I got, let's see, I rolled a 19.
Ooh, that's really good.
19 where?
I don't see it.
I rolled it on my own roll. I have my own dice with me.
No, you have to roll it on the Dungeons and Dragons thing so we can see it and I can.
But
I
then
have to
is
see
it-
your. I have to see your roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would just change. It'll change up the stream. I have a source, my window
okay.
capture.
Okay.
So let me
I
get
don't
on
see it.
my phone real quick.
All right.
Yeah, do it on your phone.
I already brought that up. I would use my own dice, and you guys said okay.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I said it like 3 times.
No, I didn't hear that part. I thought we all agreed that we were going to use the dice in your server.
Okay.
I mean, I just want to be able to see your roll myself,
That's fine.
so that way I can confirm these rolls.
I got a 17 anyway.
Yeah, that's still a good roll. All right.
Also, what's your charisma anyway? Modifier?
Yeah, what's your charisma modifier? Because I can actually add on to that.
It's a 2.
So a 19.
Modifier plus 2.
Yep.
Okay, so that's actually a really good roll. That's actually a really good roll. All right, what would you like to ask her specifically again? You said you wanted to ask why we're here.
Basically why we are here and where we came from. Like.
The goddess looks to you and she says, "So you wish to know why you're here within my realm? Well, one thing I can mention to you is this is not real. And what you're in isn't real either. Something that happens within your conscious mind, and you begin to see things that you wish you haven't, or some things that you wish you did. All I can say to you, my child, is that there will be something special coming your way." And so the goddess
This is more like a
begins to-
dream.
Ouch.
This is like a dream.
You could say that.
Okay.
It could be a dream. It could be whatever. How do you know this is a dream? She says.
I don't.
What do you
So
say?
she then, the goddess actually gets up from her chair, and she begins to walk down her stairs. And she said to you three have been brought into my realm for something no more than for me to provide information. You could say a foreshadow, or something that I can help you three with. I notice that you three tend to love, whether it's combat, whether it's gathering all that good gold for yourself and trying to just spend it on whatever you desire. But there is another thing as well that I have to inform you, and it could potentially impact the rest of this world that you inhabit yourself into. Allow me to demonstrate. So what she does is she actually like waves her staff, and you could see like on the side of you guys, like a giant cloud kind of appears, and you could see through it what seems to be like imagery, or it seems to be like something showing. You could almost say like how do I describe it? It's like a mirage. You could see it, and what it's basically showing is it is showing what happens to be a golden dragon with a massive building onto its back, and it seems to be flying.
A what on its back?
Building.
It seems to be like a village, or perhaps a town.
Hmm.
In other words, it's a really big dragon. Massive, very huge, and golden. Very pretty. And she says to you, 3, this will be your first given hint. You see one of these, do the best that you can to infiltrate it. And as the golden dragon flying image disappears, a second one actually comes up as well. And what it appears to be that of a massive and evil beast. One that resembles a beetle, but overgrown and very, very nasty. It looks to resemble that of a devastation beetle. And so she shows that, and she basically says, this will also come across your path as well. And if you are able to remove it from this world, you are one step ahead into saving our humanity. Even though I would want to do it myself, considering I have the power to do so, I just love seeing humans struggle to try to do the best they can to save the world. So, I enjoy it. And that image actually disappears as well. And she then looks to you 3, and she says, dost thou have any questions left? Starting with Pixel.
Can I roll for a religion check?
Go for it. What religion specifically, though?
Can I roll for chaotic religion?
Is that a skill you have?
I have
Because if you want to roll for any kind of religion like that, and if you do not have it, you may as well just roll an intelligence check.
Oh, I thought knowledge or religion was what I was looking for.
That's fine. Oh yeah, because you're a cleric. Yeah, you could roll for that. Go for it. Depending on what you're trying to ask or go for, or what your move is.
I roll 1d20, right?
Yes.
I roll a 7, but my modifier for religion is 5.
All right, so that's like a 12, I believe.
Yes, 12.
Yeah.
So what exactly is it that you're trying to do with this roll? Like rolling
I'm
for
trying
religion?
to discern what she does. Like,
What her occupation is and what she's about and what she does.
yes.
That remains a mystery.
I believe I asked that already.
Yes,
That remains a mystery. You are not.
I wanted to see if I could discern it.
Unfortunately, your skill's not high enough to.
Right.
But if you rolled a natural 20, then maybe. But yes. And then well, was there anything else that you would like to maybe say or maybe try before you end your turn?
Guess. I guess could don't know. I guess
Time's ticking.
I will ask her if about the dragon itself.
Charisma check. I'm probably gonna have to give you guys a time limit so we can actually let this campaign go through. I'll probably
Alright.
give you about maybe 30 seconds each.
Well, that was a 1. First
God.
one.
So you was gonna ask about the dragon, and
Yes.
instead what came out of your mouth was, "I hate you.
Okay.
I hate you very much." That's what you said to her since you rolled a 1.
Oh my god.
And the goddess said to you, so you hate me, huh? Well, I guess you won't be needing this gold pouch.
Well,
And suddenly you look down and you notice your gold has completely vanished.
So big
Well.
size is gold.
And she looks to Dive, or Naguk, and
Yeah.
says, "Now how about you? Maybe you won't give me as bad of a mouth as that elf did."
dang it.
Good job. We're on a really good start. Now, how
30
about
seconds.
you? Yes,
I want to ask about the golden dragon too.
charisma. And
Yeah,
don't do what the last guy did.
I can't make any promises. 17.
Alright. So, you're asking about what the dragon is specifically.
Yeah.
So she says to you, she says, "This dragon, it appears to be that of a worm, but it's actually an ancient, and it's very overgrown. The dragon itself actually seems to inhabit that of a town, or you could even say a castle, onto its back.
Hmm.
And the reason that this dragon is actually important is because it contains something that is actually very important to saving humanity. That is all I can give you."
Interesting.
And then she looks to Dog Eyes and says, "How about yourself? What is it that you wish to speak on before we actually continue?"
I want to tell the. I want to tell the goddess that it's opposite day, and that Meryl really meant that he loved her.
Roll a charisma check.
I didn't do it right. Hold on. I just want to tell her it's opposite day.
If you roll a d20, I'll make his goal patch. Or I'm sorry, if you roll a 20, I'll make his goal patch reappear.
14.
+2.
16.
She says to you, "I'm very sorry, but I cannot be easily fooled by mere human tactics." Now
tried.
she says to you three. She says, "Well, unfortunately, something very dangerous has come in your path, and you must do everything that you can to stop this man. He's very dangerous, and he is out to come across you. And suddenly, below your feet, and below everything else around you, the area itself slowly becomes consumed by fire and sharp spikes, and they seem to resemble reddish crimson. But fire is not beneath your feet, though. Not yet. Very close to you three, though. And yeah, you seem to be like on top of those. Like, how do I describe it? You know how like in a show where big explosion occurs, but there's like one thing that's standing, like the ground and stuff that's sticking straight up.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what you guys are on.
Can you send a picture?
So since you're on that specifically, I didn't think about that. Give me just a moment. So the area itself around you actually seems to be consumed by fire, and what appears that the goddess is showing, she is showing like a silhouette of like a man, but he's very shadowed, and his eyes are actually like reddish, burning red fire. But she said specifically, this man, if you are able to find him, and if you are able to stop him and his madness, you have a very good chance at saving what's left of yours. And she says, now, I must go. And take these while you're on your way out. And so she slowly begins to fade away. And suddenly, two demons begin to spawn out of the fire and begin dashing towards you guys. Roll for initiative, you three.
Okay, so D20.
Yes, you have to roll for initiative.
14 plus 1 is 15.
13 plus 0 is 13.
Alright, let me try this.
Okay, don't do that. Use Tatsumaki.
Oh, we're going Tatsumaki. Alright,
Yeah, because some of the bots have multiple commands.
that's fine. Okay.
And Eagle was last.
Ooh, critical fail. Oh, this will be funny. Alright. Now roll, by the way, whenever I roll that basically determines what both of them is going to be like. So, you guys are in for it'll be funny, I'll say that much. Okay, so Ego, or I mean, Dark Eyes is going last, and Pixel's going first. So the demons basically, and since they rolled a critical fail, they fly at you guys, right? And they have pitchforks in their hands. And they tried to land on their feet, like when they drop before you, but instead they trip and fall on their face, and their pickaxes, or the pitchforks basically, yeah, they fall on them, and it pierces their head and they die. And they vanish, like a poof of smoke air. Since they rolled a 1, that's basically what happens. Now, on the right side of you guys, since that happened, and surprisingly enough, I wasted you guys' time rolling those. On the right side of you guys, it appears to be like a white aura of a door opening. And it seems to be it's just like pure white. And it seems to be open for you guys, kind of like a door.
Okay.
Alright. Pixel and Dive and Dark Eyes, or Naguk and Meryl, what would you guys like to do? You sure as hell can't explore.
I wanna go
anything
in it.
else. You wish to go into the door?
Yeah.
Alright. How about you guys? Or the other two?
Okay, you say to your right is a door that's open.
It's like how do I say it? It's like an entrance, like a big circle that you could just walk into. You know how if you played Dark Souls before,
I haven't, but I got a pretty good idea what you're talking about.
So
basically
I guess it's an entranceway, but you can't see what's through it.
Yeah.
yes, exactly.
Kind of like a portal of some sort, but it's completely white.
hmm Unless you can just like jump down the fire and die. I mean that's an option.
Yeah, let's go through the portal.
So you go into the and all of you guys are agreeing on this.
Yeah, I'm going
Yeah,
to the portal.
we're gonna go in.
Alright. So all three of you guys basically go into this portal. And you safely feel like a warmth, like a comfort around you three. And suddenly the light gets very bright to the point where you don't even see your body. It's like a big flash. And then, slowly enough, things start to get dark for your eyes. And as
Nice.
moments pass by, Pixel and Dive and Dark Eyes, or Master Ego, I'm gonna have to call you guys by your actual character names. What happens to you three is you slowly begin to open up your eyes, and before you are greeted in a very dark and desolate area. And as you open up your eyes and you look around, it seems that you are trapped in some sort of cell. But the cell doors before you seem to be rusty. Pixel, in his case, he seems to be in a cell or some sort of prison area. And on his favor, His door seems to be unlocked. It just seems to be unlocked in itself, and it just seems like it's open a bit. And you guys are on like these really dusty and ugly beds too, and you don't seem to have your weapons or anything onto you. At least not yet. You're unarmed at this moment. So, what happens to you guys, right? You so happen to be on these beds, and yes, okay. So Pixel's cell door is unlocked, and there's not really anything in the cell. And you can't really see out of it too much. As for Dive, he is in a cell, but the door seems like it's very easy to break. Like you could just kick it with a strong foot, and it could just like come down, or it can even like disintegrate. And as for Dark Eyes, he seems to have like a really big ball of chain attached to his leg for some reason. And the door before him, there's not even a door. It just doesn't exist. However, there is a key onto a table on a desk that seems to be ahead of him that you can see. I will send you the image now.
Is it a Google link?
No.
I will post it onto the Dungeons and Dragons thing.
But if it's a Google's link, then I can share it to everybody.
Yeah, I believe it's a Google's link. It should work. Check out the Dungeons and Dragons thing. It should tell you.
Yeah, just you can right click and just open link.
Can you post it into our little group chat?
Yeah, sure. Give me a sec.
So if I leave it, then all of our pictures are gone.
That's completely fine. I get it.
There we go. We are in a dungeon.
Well, it looks to be more of a prison, but I guess you could say it's a dungeon.
We're prison.
Alright. So pretty much what happens here, right? We're gonna have to go with Pixel first. The prison itself seems to be dark, but you can actually see that there is light, and there's like holes in the place. The prison itself seems to be very old. Like, and we're talking very old. And as for your reason for being in this prison, you're not too sure just yet. But, however, what you do know, Meryl, is that you are on a bed, and you can see the door ahead of you. It seems to be a bit open. Or, I'm sorry, it's just unlocked. Yeah, it's just unlocked. It's unlocked, but it's like slightly open. You could basically just push it open, and that's all you'd really have to do. Alright. And as for you three, you guys are actually separated in different cells, so you don't really know where you're at. And you guys don't really know who you are just yet either. So you'll have to come across that in due time. Now, alright. Excuse me. We will start with Meryl. What do you wish to do first?
Meryl?
That's a really good answer. Thank you.
Sorry.
I'm kidding.
I would like to do a listen check.
All right. Go ahead and roll a d20 plus your listen modifier.
So listen is what?
Okay, I have a 9 on the original dice, and my
Listen is wisdom.
listen is wisdom, so 4. So I have a 13.
Not bad. So where exactly are you trying to listen from? Like from within your cell?
I guess outside the cell area that I'm in.
So you slowly walk out of the cell a bit, and you kind of like peek your ear out.
No,
so...
I mean, not open the door or anything, just...
So basically you're listening within the cell.
Yes.
Alright. So you pretty much like put your ear like onto the solid concrete wall. on the side of you, and you can hear a bit of like almost like breathing, and you can hear some like winds and stuff, just a bit, just like it sounds a little like, and that's all you can really hear.
All right.
Just a little bit of like breathing, and just some like sounds of wind. That's all you can really hear. All right. What else would you like to do for the rest of your turn? Because you used your skill action.
So what am I able to do right now? I guess.
Do whatever you want. Think about it. You could do whatever you wish.
Can I sneak? I guess.
Sure, you can go for that. Roll a sneak. Or a d20 plus your sneak.
Well, 2.
You try to bend over and get into a good sneaking position, but all of a sudden you let out a really loud and the sound of it like echoed through the whole entire jail.
Oh my god.
So you had a lot of build-up within you. So, in other words, you have failed your sneak attempt. Alright. I think that'll probably be it for your turn. Let's go and dive.
Yeah, we'll end it up with that.
It's because you rolled a 2, so really bad. Alright, what would you wish to do, Dive?
I'll break open the door. Actually, hold on. What? I'm gonna look around inside my cell.
Roll a search check.
Oh, search. Okay. Search is intelligence. Okay. Well. Intelligence 0.
You have not found anything.
Alright, well that's okay. I'm gonna break open the door.
Roll a strength check.
+4 is 12.
With a light kick, you manage to basically break open the door.
Alright.
The door itself seemed to be very rusty and easily breakable. It just like kind of shatters. And ahead of you in the door, after you break it, you can see a hallway ahead of you. And onto your cell, it seems to be like the dead end of it, if that makes sense. And on each side of you, after you kick the door down and everything, on both sides of you and ahead of you, you could see 2 cells, like, cells on both sides of you. And ahead of you, it seems to be dark.
Okay, so my cell is like at the wall at the end of the
Pretty
hallway?
much. You could say that your cell is like at the dead end portion.
Okay.
Alright. Dark Eyes. So, here's what's happened. You have a pretty big ball and chain attached to your leg. But ahead of you, you can actually see a key onto a desk. Your door is actually open. Oh, actually, there is no door. Excuse me. There's no door ahead of you. What would you like to do? Or at least try to do?
Are there anything else in my cell besides the key and...
You'll have to roll a search check for that.
Okay. Let me do that just now. I got a 3.
The only thing that you found was like a dust bunny in the form of a bunny.
Okay.
That is all you found. It's just a big dust bunny in the shape of a bunny. That is all you found.
So ball and chain, isn't that my item?
No, that's what's attached to your leg.
So...
No, like it's slowing you down, like what they use in prison.
Oh, that thing. Okay.
Yeah, you have a big ball and chain restricting some of your movement.
So
Yeah.
What I'm hearing is potential weapon.
So when I
It
basically
can be a
what I'm
weapon.
gonna do
It
is,
can be a weapon.
can I
Alright,
reach can I reach the key?
Well, you're not stuck, so you could try and grab it. It's on a desk.
Yeah, maybe
You just have
grab
you
it
just
and-
have
and
you just
lock
have to try.
myself out.
You gotta try moving first.
Alright, I'm gonna move over to get the key.
Roll a strength check.
Okay. Slower on my phone. I got a 16.
What is your strength modifier?
4.
20.
Wait, how much strength do you have?
My strength is 19. No, sorry, that's... I'm
I was
looking at
gonna
the wrong
say.
one. Hold on.
I was gonna
I'm
gonna
looking
say.
at Nagooks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, holy crap.
Get your own
Mine's a
sheet.
14. My modifier's 2.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, a buff wizard like that, that would be weird. Like, why would you put that for a sorcerer?
I still had Nagooks
Okay,
up. I guess.
yeah. Okay, so successfully, you managed to actually, like, walk towards it while dragging the big ball and chain by your side. And, you are able to actually reach the desk. And you wish to grab the key too?
Yeah, I want to unlock myself out.
Alright. You successfully grab the key, and the key itself actually seems to have a red engraving to it. And the key itself is silver. And you wish to unlock yourself with it?
Yeah.
Alright.
I want to take off the ball and chain.
Since it's a key, it's just an automatic action. Alright, so you successfully taken off the ball and chain with the key. And now the ball and chain is just on the ground. Alright, now it is Meryl's turn.
Alright.
So, what is your action? Because you tried to listen, and you didn't really hear much except for Win, and you tried to sneak, but that failed horribly.
And that broke Wind.
You heard when you broke it. So, what will be your next action? What do you like to do?
I guess look around. So I guess the jail area.
Roll a search.
Alright. $14. And then what's my search?
It's intelligence.
Intelligence? Oh, that should be plus 2, so 16.
Alright, okay. So you look around your cell a bit, and you don't really seem to find too much. But what you have found was something within like a desk. You know, it's like a nightstand, if that makes sense. Like a nightstand by your bed. And what you were able to find was like a scarf. And the scarf itself is actually crimson. And it seems to have a eagle icon onto it.
Wait, what?
Like an eagle wing.
Oh, eagle. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
eagle, not ego.
Yeah, like
Eagle.
an eagle.
I was about to say.
So basically,
Like the bird.
basically, it's a crimson scarf with a crimson eagle onto it. You could say. All right. What would be your next move since you have the scarf?
Well, I guess. Put it on. Huh?
That wasn't an answer. That was just a burp.
Oh.
All right.
I'm like,
So you just want to wrap it around your neck, I guess.
Sure.
All right. So you take the scarf and you wrap it around your neck, and you could feel the warmth onto it, and it seems to keep your neck pretty warm. What is your next action before we continue?
I guess walk out.
Alright, so you try to walk out, but your face bumps into the door.
Oh.
Are you trying to open it?
Yeah, I guess I'll open it.
Alright. So you basically grab the handle and you successfully open the door. Alright, now it's
Yay, good job.
now it's Nagook's turn. Sorry, you have to be specific, otherwise I'm gonna say that kind of stuff. Alright, what would you like to do?
Let's see. So I'm outside the cell right now, so I guess what I can do is just walk down the hallway. So I got
Okay.
nowhere else to go.
Alright. So you try to walk down the very dark hallway. And as you walk down it, you are able to actually come across a chest. And it seems if you turn on to your left, there seems to be a staircase that goes upwards.
Okay, so we're in the lower level.
So there's a chest. There's basically like a chest on the ground. Like as you approach it, and on your it's like right in front of you. And then as you turn, you look to the left, there's like a staircase that goes upwards, and so on. So what is your next action? Plus, you can also see on both sides of you that every single cell is empty.
Okay, completely empty?
Yes. Oh, and you can see some skeletons too.
Oh, okay, fun. I'm going to search around the chest.
Alright, roll a search check.
19.
That's a really good roll. So, are you trying to just look at the chest in general and see what it looks like and everything else and just check it out?
Yeah, I'm checking out the surroundings of the chest to see if it's not trapped.
It's not a trap.
Okay, great.
But so you basically look at the chest, and the chest seems to be about 3 feet tall, 1 feet wide. It's a pretty big chest, and it seems like it could contain a lot of items potentially. It has like a brownish and like an orangish engrave onto it, and the seal for it as well that closes and opens is just made of metal. It has a lock in front of it, but it seems to actually be unlocked.
Okay, I'll open the chest.
As you open up the chest, it contains all of your items onto your character sheet.
Yay! My lancer, my hide.
It basically has everything that you need. So basically, while you gather that and you put all that stuff on, we will move on to Dock Ice.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm still in my cell, right?
No, you walked out of your cell, picked up the key, and unlocked the chain, and now you're free from it.
Okay, so the key was outside my cell.
Yes, it was outside of your cell on a desk.
Okay.
It looks like some kind of officer desk kind of.
Okay, what I want to do, I want to see if there's any exit.
All right. So as you basically go out of your cell, there's 3 pathways for you. There is one that just goes straight ahead, and there's a desk on the side, and it looks to be it just looks like some sort of observer desk. And ahead of you, way ahead of you, you can see a door. And on both left sides of you, on the left side, it's very dark, but on the right side of you, it's also dark.
Okay.
So you're caught between. You're either gonna go left, right, or through the door right in front of you.
Can I use my my light spell?
Yes, you can. You can use your light spell. What would you like to use it on specifically, though? Because you do not have any items on you.
Oh.
Unless you want to carry around that big frickin' ball and chain.
No. Can I carry the key around with me?
Yeah, you can carry that.
So make the key.
That ball and chain weighs 50 pounds, by the way. So.
Yeah. So the key.
Yeah.
Can I turn the key into a light?
Sure. Yeah, you could do that.
Okay. What do I roll?
You don't have to roll anything. It's just an automatic action.
Oh, okay.
So, but it would use up your spell slot. Just warning you.
Yeah, but
Alright.
until I rest, right?
So basically, yeah. Well, no, you have to like study your spells and stuff. Well, actually, no. Wait, you're a sorcerer. I forgot. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Until you rest. I forgot you're a sorcerer, so you could just like sleep and then you could wake up with your spells and stuff. All right. Okay. So what you basically did is you pull out the key, and with the little wag of your finger, you poke at it, and it makes a big glowing like object appear before your hands. It's still the key, but it's just very shiny. Very shiny that it's as light and bright as a torch. And since you did that, you can actually see both sides, like left and right. On the left side of you, you can see a door, and on the right side of you, there is a door.
All right. Before I just make any decisions, can I just like yell out to see if like Naguk or Meryl are nearby?
You don't know who they are, and you don't know if anybody is there. But what you can do is yell out.
Oh, so I don't even know who they are at all. Okay.
Nope, you have no idea who they are, except from the dream.
So okay.
But
okay.
you don't. Yeah.
So
Except from the dream, you kind of know them, but you don't. I don't even think like you.
I've never really met them in real life.
Exactly. You don't like know them.
So-
To you this is just a dream.
I
And
have
like
a few doors in front of me. Is that what you said?
you have one door ahead of you and a desk like on a wall, if that makes sense. There's like a desk that's like right by a wall. And on the left side of you there is also a door, and on the right side of you there is a door. But these two doors, the reason why they're dark is because they go down hallways. If that makes sense. Like the left side of you and the right side of you, there is doors, but they're like down. They're like in a hallway. How do I explain this? I mean, yeah. Let's just say you have three doors that you
I'll just go down. I'll just open the door in front of me. The one down, like down
Alright.
in front of me.
The room itself is pretty big, by the way, like the room that you're currently. Alright.
Okay.
So you go up to the door in front of you, and then you open it. And we'll get into you after we get with Meryl's turn.
Okay.
Alright, Meryl. So you open up the door. And before you could basically see just nothing but a lineup of cells. It doesn't seem like you're in a dead end, however. But what it does look like is you have like two choices. You have like the left side of you that you can go down, or the right side of you. But they both seem very dark in their own sense.
How much can I see? Because I'm a half elf with low light vision, I believe.
You could see the area pretty well.
Okay.
You can see the area pretty well. You can at least see like 30 to for you.
30 to what? You
30
cut out.
to 30 to 50 feet.
30 to 50 feet. Okay.
In this current area, yes. So what is your next move? You have like the left side that you can pick, or the right route that you could go to. It's like you're basically in a hallway, and you can either go left or right.
All right. I'll choose left.
All right. So you go down the left side, and the left side that you go down, as you go down it, you can see on both sides of you there is a bunch of cells. And they kind of like line up to each other, if that makes sense. You're basically walking down a hallway with cells on each side. And there is a left turn that you can do as well. Would you like to take that left turn?
I would like to peek at the corner.
Alright. Okay.
What would I roll for?
I guess you can roll a spot check. Because you're trying to spot something or peek at something.
Like, I'm peeking over the corner, not specifically at the corner.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Just like if you rolled a 20 onto the, be dead straight looking at the corner and you know everything about corners. Like, no.
5.
5 plus...
5 plus what?
It's spot?
Yes, it's a spot check.
So was it?
Where am I seeing that on the...
It's
Oh,
there. It's on
wisdom.
the 3.5 character sheet.
Wisdom.
Yeah, it's wisdom.
Oh, well, I have a 4 for wisdom, so that would be a 9.
Well, I mean, it's an actual skill too. But yeah, it's an actual skill on the 3.5 character sheet.
Oh, now I see it. Yeah, I get a +4 bonus on spot.
So you peek around the corner, and what you can basically see is just ahead of you. The only thing that you can see, is like a staircase that goes upwards, and there is a chest on the ground. But right next to it, it appears to be something like, kind of like a torso, but it's a skeleton torso that's actually right in front of it, and it's just like down on the ground. And the rest of it, like its legs and stuff, seems to be like scattered all over the place. And all that's left of it is just his torso. What is your next move?
Can I pick up the torso and throw it at the chest?
Sure, you could do that. Make a strength check.
7 plus. I have horrible rolls. 8.
You pick up the skeleton's torso, and it's a lot heavier than. But with enough energy, you were successfully able to throw the skeleton right at the chest. And when you threw it at the chest, the chest just like it kind of like just like pushes itself a little bit. But that's all it did. You just basically pushed it when you threw the skeleton torso at it.
Okay.
And then as you threw the torso at it, its arms and its torso and its head just split off, and it just breaks to pieces. Not the chest, though, but just the skeleton torso. And the chest basically looks just like the one that Dive got into.
Alright. Can I open the chest?
You do whatever you want.
Alright, I'll open the chest. We're trying to open this chest.
Alright.
It is funny because I heard Nightshade say that a lot already. You can do what you want.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. I'm your guide. Alright, so
It's
you
our
wish to
game.
open the chest? Yeah, it's your game. You can do what you wish. I just give you the options in the world to play in. Alright.
It's just a funny response.
Alright. Okay. No. So you want to open that chest, correct?
Right.
Alright. When you open it, you are able to successfully get all of your items back. Current character.
Okay.
And as you basically equip all that, then we will move on to Dark Eyes.
My turn.
It's
Mr. Pixel.
Gook's turn.
Gooks.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Yeah, no Gookston, my bad. Alright, so you successfully got your armor on needed as a fighter, and you can see the staircase up ahead of you. What is your action?
I'll go up the staircase.
Alright. So you walk up the staircase, and the stairs themselves seem to be like solid, like concrete, like brick almost. And as you kind of walk them up, you can actually see a door ahead of you. And the door itself seems to be wooden.
Okay, is it locked though?
You'll have to find that out yourself.
I try and open the door.
Alright. So you try and open up the door, and it's locked.
Okay, well,
However, as you try and open up the door, and you make like a shaky sound, all of a sudden, Dark Eyes was able to hear that. He was able to hear the shaking on the door.
Wow,
Like you trying to open it.
so there's no padlock. It's just locked.
You're not on the other
inside?
side. No, you could be on the other side of the door.
I know,
Gotcha.
but
But yes, as you how do I describe this? So Dark Eyes goes for like the door in front of him, and he like opens it, but then Dive comes in, and he tries to open up the door, but it's locked for him. But
Oh,
you, Kenneth, can hear the door trying to be open. Like you can hear the shuffling, but you don't know what's behind that door.
Shuffling.
Cringe.
Okay.
Oh.
I get what you're saying.
So Dive, what would you like to try and do? The door seems to be wooden, by the way.
It is wooden, so it might be breakable.
You can do whatever you want.
I know.
You're strong enough. You got a
Yeah.
19 strength. You could probably
You're
bust
a
that
big
door
boy.
down.
Yeah, I'm a big
Yeah.
boy. I'm gonna break down the
Big
door.
strong man. So you're gonna want to try and just like break down the door. It's like your
Yeah.
weapon.
Either that or a heel kick to the door.
That's fine. What would you like to try?
Alright, I'll kick down the door with my foot.
Roll a strength check.
Nah. Plus 4 is 19.
You rolled a 19.
15 plus 4 is 19.
Alright. So you basically step back and you charge your kick and you just basically kick the door, but your foot basically goes right through the door, just leaving a big old hole, and your foot is on, like, your leg is on the other side of it.
Really?
That's basically what happened. You kicked a big ass hole in the door.
Okay.
But the door itself didn't come down. And as soon as you did that, like, Kenneth turns around and he sees a big ass leg. Excuse my French. He sees a big leg, like, coming out of the door.
Hey, what's up?
You can tell the door is very brittle and strange. Very ancient.
Excuse me for being so strong.
Hello.
Wait.
Whose leg is this?
It's Legolas.
Do you need some help?
Yes. Alright. Okay, so as soon as that happened, I believe now it's Dark Eyes' turn.
So my okay.
So, was he kicking the door I was about to go into, or is it a different door?
It's not the door that he's going into, it's actually the one that's on your left.
Oh.
Oh,
The
so
one
was
that
my
you try
door
to go
downstairs?
into, the door that you try to go into is the one that's like right in front of you.
I'm just
But
gonna
the door-
try to go through that door. I'm not gonna worry about that.
You're just gonna ignore that random leg coming from the other side? I mean, you can.
I mean, like,
you can do that, but
I-
that's up to you. I mean, you hear a really loud.
well, like, I have no idea if it's a monster, if it's like, or if it's a person.
It's a humanoid leg.
This is true.
I just heard can I see it? Can I see the leg?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah, you
perfect.
can see it because you're holding the key with light on it, so you can see around the area perfectly fine.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a big leg. You can't miss it.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go over to the door
All right.
where
Which
the
door?
leg is with the
Okay.
door.
With the leg is. Alright, so okay. So you approach the door and you can see a big muscle leg like kinda stuck in it. Not really stuck, but like put his whole leg through it. He could get it out, but he'd probably trip and fall, but yeah.
So
what would you like to
Stairs
do?
behind me.
Hello.
Alright. So you say hello. Alright. Anything you'd want to say, Naguk?
You said hello, and I'll say, hello. Is anybody there?
Well, I just said hello, so yes, I am here.
You guys can talk, it's fine.
Okay.
Hold on.
my-
Is there? Can I see if there's a latch on my side, or
A latch? What do you mean by a
or any,
latch?
or any way to open the door for him on my
There's a
side?
door. There's a doorknob.
Can I just open the door from my side?
You can try.
I'm gonna try.
You try and open up the door, and it doesn't open. It's locked.
Yeah, Eagle, it's locked from my side and I can't open it. What do you think?
I have a key. Can I use my key?
You can use the key and see what happens.
Yeah, let's use the key.
All right. So you stick the you stick the very shiny key right into the doorknob, and as soon as you did that, the door successfully opens, but the doorknob just completely disintegrates
Oh,
because of how freaking bright it is.
Right.
can I kick? Can I tell him? Okay, hold on. So
So the door successfully opens, or it's unlocked now, but Dai's like whole freaking leg is still in.
I'm gonna
in
help.
it.
I'm gonna help him get his leg out.
How? You're on the other side.
Push his leg in,
You'll knock
I
him
have
down the
stairs.
stairs if you do that.
so there's not like any like.
Open the door and I'll hop out with the door.
Then you fall down anyway. There's not
No,
much room.
Ego, listen. There's a hop.
My name
the
is
door
Lord
is gonna-
Dark Eyes. Call me Lord.
Oh my god.
Listen. Lord Dark Eyes. The door. I'm assuming the door opens from the in. Well, not. Yeah, from the inside. It's gonna open inside the hallway.
Oh, so it opens that way?
Yeah.
It actually opens both ways.
Okay. I'll open up. Oh, I'll open it my way then.
Alright.
Good.
So you open it up your way, and you can see a very big, strong, handsome orc. But his leg is
I don't
actually
find orcs handsome at all. So
okay, you find an average, attractive, medium, basic orc with
Okay, okay,
armor
okay.
and swords. And his leg is like right through the door. And it's basically the same one that you can see from your dream.
Yeah.
So you
help me
so
get
you
my leg out?
recognized him in a sense. Wait, he's just saying, "Can you get my leg out?"
Yeah. Can you help me get my leg out of the door?
sure, I'll help you.
Thank you.
All right. So what do you wish to do? Just grab his leg and just take it out? I mean, he can do it himself too if he wants.
I could.
Can we like just break the door a little bit and make some room for him to take his?
Sure. Why don't you
Make the-
put your
make the-
foot? Why don't you put your foot through the door too?
It can be stuck there together.
Okay.
Or you could just use your weapon and chop it down.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use my longsword.
So you have a weapon?
Yes,
we were
I
just
do
in
have
adventures.
weapons.
He got all of his stuff back.
Oh.
But you
Yeah.
haven't gotten your stuff back though, Ego.
I'm gonna use my longsword.
Alright, so you use your
Open the
long
door.
sword. Alright. Roll strength check.
Okay. Roll d20.
With a bit of disadvantage since you're stuck.
Are you serious? I have +4.
Alright, so you basically, using the hilt on your weapon, you basically just like break the door down, and the whole entire door just shatters. It was really like a cardboard door. almost.
Are you okay, orc?
Yes, I am okay.
Alright.
So just so you guys know, I call every
Okay,
race
so
by
at
the
that rate,
race, or
so
the
at that
class by the
rate,
class.
your turn is going to end, Dark Ice. Now, for Meryl. As Meryl was putting his gear on, he heard something up the flight of stairs that he's going to be up. So, what is your action, Meryl? Now that you have everything you
All right. I guess I'm heading towards the noise.
So you go upstairs, and you are greeted with the door. What would
Wait,
you
what?
like? You go upstairs, and you see a door up ahead
Oh.
of you. What would you
Oh.
like to do?
I would like to try to open it.
Alright. So you grab onto the knob, and you twist it in, and it's locked.
Big surprise.
But, as you try and do that, Naguk and Dark Eyes can actually hear it. They can hear the door behind them kind of opening or trying to open.
Okay.
So what would your last action be? And the door itself is completely made of wood. Maybe you can, headbutt it, and then you could talk to him. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
I would like to. Knock on the door.
All right. So you gave it a good old, and they can basically hear it.
Okay.
So,
Jeez,
Dark Eyes and Nagook, you guys can hear it. You heard the knocking.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess it's my turn.
Yeah, pretty much. Nagook, it's your turn.
I hear the knocking, and I will approach the door.
So you approach the door, and you can hear the knocking. What would you like to do?
I knock back.
All right. So you knock back in the same exact pattern he did. Now, what is your next move?
Let's see.
Oh,
I'm going
Meryl actually.
Yeah, I was about to say, doesn't Meryl get a response?
Yeah, Meryl heard the knocking. He can respond if he wants to. I was gonna say that.
Hello.
Hello, Governor. All right. Okay, so you guys hear each other.
I'm going to unlock the door.
All right. So you try to unlock the door, but unfortunately, it's locked, and you trying to grab at it doesn't work.
Okay. Doesn't Ego have the key?
He has the key. Yes.
You there?
Do you want the key?
Unlock the door the same way you did to mine.
Maybe.
He's talking to Dark Eyes.
Yes.
I said maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, he is chaotic neutral. So
You know what?
he is chaotic neutral. So
Why
know
should
what?
I? What's beyond the door?
yeah, he doesn't know
Nagook, what's beyond the door? Why am I? Why do you want me to open the door?
exactly.
Hello.
There's somebody obviously trying to get out.
Okay. Let's see what's beyond the door. I'll
So why not just open it?
I'll see if this key will unlock this door. I can't
Yeah, you can see
I can't
you can
say
see
it
if the
will or not, but I can check.
yeah you can
Yeah.
try.
I'll try it.
All right. So you go right in front of the door, and with your really shiny key, that's probably gonna find you soon. You basically put it into the hole, which is the lock, and you successfully unlock the door. But the doorknob itself basically just completely disintegrates. It just breaks. And then the door itself has been unlocked.
Everything. This key can unlock your greatest desires of your
Because you
heart.
put shine on it. Just decimates it. You literally put your key full of magic. So it's gonna bust it up. But that's fine because the door itself is actually now unlocked and it could just be pushed open.
Hello, is anyone there?
Hi.
What are your guys' names, by the way?
My name?
Yes, your name.
What is your name?
Jesus. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Who are you guys?
First, what's your name?
I asked you first.
Oh my. Meryl.
Okay. Fine. Nagook.
Nagook. What kind of name is that? Just kidding. Lord Dark
Name the
Eyes.
parents gave me.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you too.
Meet you.
So
now,
we're here.
Does anyone
So-
know anything?
So you three are basically
Hold on,
in
I have
the
a question. So that door
Yes.
that I was gonna go into, was that the door that Meryl came out of?
No, that is not the one he came out of.
Okay.
The door that Meryl came out of was on the right side.
Okay, so we need to go back.
You do not have. There
Go
is.
back.
Where would you have to go back?
To the door on my left.
That's my door.
Yeah, that
You
was
mean the door in the middle?
Nagook's door. Nagook was on the left. Meryl was
You
on
mean
the
door in
right,
middle?
and
The
you don't know what's in front of you,
Okay,
like the
then,
front door.
That's what I meant. The
There's
one in front of
a
me.
door behind me that I haven't checked yet.
The one in front of me. Let's try that door.
The one in front of you, the one you just unlocked.
No, the one I was going to unlock before I saw your foot get kicked into
That's the same door.
No, it's not.
Okay, so the middle door.
The middle door.
Oh.
Yes, the middle door is the one that Kenneth was trying to go through originally.
But never
I'll just explain this. Nagook came out of the left side of the door, and Meryl came out of the right side. There isn't any two doors or anything, because the staircase in the area that you were trying to go up, like the left or right portion, they basically go to the same exact area. So it didn't really matter regardless.
Okay.
All right. So yes, and your current option that you have not explored yet is the door right in front of you, the middle door, to be exact. And since since it's already been Meryl's turn, it is now okay. So technically, when Meryl reached the door, Nagook tried to open it, and then Dark Eyes successfully opened it. So according to the way that was according to the way that was going, now it is Meryl's turn.
Okay.
Hey, can you disintegrate the other lock on that door?
Disintegrate. Should I don't have to roll for these, right?
For some of them, yes, but like if you're just trying to put a key,
Okay.
you gotta roll for that.
Okay. I'll just try to unlock.
But
this
for
door
some
then.
doors, maybe.
I'll try to unlock this door then. See what's on the other
All
side.
right. The door is not locked.
Oh, well, let's open it then.
hmm So you open up the door in front of you.
Wait, that was
And-
Meryl's turn.
But he
Oh,
told us to. He told
I'm
me to
sorry.
open it.
I'm sorry. Yeah. He told him to open it, and Meryl is
Okay.
wanting to open that door, correct?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, correct.
Yep.
Okay.
I see.
So, Meryl, you have went to the middle door, and you have successfully opened it. And ahead of you guys, or from what you can see what happens to be like a big cafeteria, almost. It's kind of like a cafeteria, in a sense, like a jail cafeteria. But it's like very old and medieval. There's like a lot of like, really old pots and pans that you can see. And you can even see like some stools and wooden benches and stuff like that. It's just a very old and really like rusty looking cafeteria. And ahead of you onto the cafeteria, you can see two doors on both sides. Basically, it's on the other end of the cafeteria. Alright,
Okay.
so what else would you like to try, Meryl? That is basically what you can see. And the cafeteria itself is actually pretty well light. Or well lit, I mean.
Well, okay.
Alright.
And there's no.
Can I discern if there's any other living bodies in that room?
Discern? What do you mean?
Like,
discern?
like, see if there's any living bodies in that room?
You can roll a search check.
Yeah, I was about to say search.
But that would also end your turn.
Alright.
So as you kind of search in there, you basically open up the door and you go in and you try to do some searching. But you have found a few things. But I will go into that pretty soon, right after we get into Dive's turn. So basically what you're doing, Meryl, is you are going in and you're searching for stuff, and while you're doing that, Dive is going to be taking his turn.
Yeah.
So go ahead and do that. What else would you like to try?
I'm going to enter the room.
So you enter the room and basically you see the same thing that Meryl sees.
You say there's a door at the other end of the cafeteria?
Yes, there's 2 doors, like one on each side. The whole room in the
Okay.
cafeteria itself contains 3 doors. The third door, which is basically the one that you just passed through, and the 2 doors that you can see on the other side.
Okay.
So basically, that's how like the room is itself, and you can
Okay.
see Meryl like going around the cafeteria trying to search to see if there's any bodies and such. And as he searches, he finds what happens to be like a corpse, but it's like a really big one. He's like a big corpse, but he just seems to be like hanging out of a barrel.
Wait, what?
It just seems to be hanging out of like a barrel within the cafeteria.
Big corpse in a barrel.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a big corpse in a barrel.
It's a monkey in a barrel.
And he was also able to find a lot of skeletons too. There's like some skeletons and stuff. And he sees like another corpse lying about underneath the bench. But it seems to be like average size. But you don't know if they're like alive or not.
I want to see.
But you did
if-
find those things though. I'll say that much. But everything else in that cafeteria seems to be empty. However, within that cafeteria, you can actually see a pretty big chest. And it seems to be looking just like the one that you've opened.
Hmm.
Then my stuff.
And the chest is right by the entrance of the door that you just came out.
Then my stuff.
Probably.
You don't know that.
Yeah, no.
It could, for all you know, that chest could contain nothing but paper clips. You'll have
For
to
all we
find
know,
out.
it could be a mimic.
Yeah, it could be a mimic. It could be anything. You'll have to find out yourself. So here's how this is going to go. Since he found those bodies, what is the last thing that you would like to try and do before you end your turn, Naguk?
I want to see if the bodies are fresh.
All right. Do an intelligence check.
Intelligence, okay. 13, not bad. What's my intelligence? 0. Okay, I was 13 then.
So you pretty much like look at the bodies and you observe them a bit, and you could see like, oh, which one are you trying to look at? The one underneath the bench or the one in the barrel?
I guess underneath the bench.
So you look at the one underneath the bench, and you can see like the corpse itself. It's like green skinned. Its eyes are just completely white. It's got a lot of like traces of blood all over it, and it just looks overall dead. However, it doesn't seem to be like alive of any sort.
Okay, but that doesn't answer my question though.
Oh, that's the details I can provide. You don't know if it's alive or not.
I said if it was fresh, meaning it was killed
Oh,
earlier.
if the bodies are fresh?
Yeah.
Oh, the bodies themselves, or like that body in particular, looks like it was there for about a few days.
Okay, that's concerning a bit. Alright, I guess that ends my turn.
Kenneth, or Dark Eyes, what would you like to do?
Lord. Dark eyes.
I could just summon a thunderbolt and kill him.
Just kidding.
I'm kidding. Go ahead, go ahead.
Is there, I don't know, are there any other chests or...
Unfortunately, no. Meryl wasn't able to find any. He
Were
found a bag of rice though.
Were there any other doors that that were by me that I missed?
Nope. You haven't missed any doors at all.
Are there any other... So there's no doors in the cafeteria?
No, but there is a chest right by the door that you are wanting to come out of.
Let me check that chest.
Alright. Roll search.
Okay. So roll a search.
Yeah,
Yeah.
D20 plus your search modifier or skill or whatever.
The search is, I believe, intelligence.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
intelligence. So you rolled an 8.
So, yeah, just an 8.
Alright. You basically open up the chest, and it contains all the items that you've owned from.
Okay.
So you successfully got all your items back, or whatever items you did have as a sorcerer.
Are there any windows near, like, in the cafeteria?
You could see a couple of windows on like the very top. The room itself, you could say the room is like about like 60 feet, or no, like 50 to 60 feet tall. It's like a really big room. And you can see like some windows like peeking out from the very top of them.
Okay. I think I just did all my moves though.
Pretty much. I mean, you are trying to put on your gear and everything. Okay, Meryl, what is your next turn? Or, I'm sorry, what would you like to do?
Can I add that bag of rice to my inventory?
Yeah, the bag of rice is like a few pounds, like 4 pounds.
Make us some rice, please. Not now, but later.
But the rice is actually located in the barrel where the corpse is at.
Can I check how fresh it is?
Sure, roll an intelligence.
Ooh, actually,
13 plus 2, so 15.
an average roll this time.
So what do you? So you're trying to see if the blood itself is fresh, or like the body
No,
itself is
the
fresh?
rice.
Huh?
The bag of rice.
Oh,
Is
to
it
see
fresh?
if the
Like,
bag
is
of
it
rice is
fresh,
fresh. Well, you'd have to stick your arm down in the barrel to grab it and figure that out.
Oh, I thought you said I already found it.
You found it, but it's in the barrel with that giant
Oh.
corpse.
Sure.
Alright. So you wish to stick your hand down in there?
Down, down, deep.
Yes.
You want to do that?
But do I want to?
Roll a dexterity check if you want to grab it.
Okay.
Oh, pfft.
2.
Well, you tried to get onto the barrel, and you tried to reach down, but unfortunately, the corpse that you see starts to open up its eyes, and then it reaches out one of its arms and it smacks you away. And then the barrel falls down with the corpse and it just breaks apart. And the zombie basically smacks you away from the corpse, dealing 1d4 damage.
Oh, okay. So roll 1d4.
Ah.
Let me
Great.
try that
Fancy
again.
Mackie.
Let me try that again. Frickin' I hold on.
Hold on, I got it.
I hate this bot. No, I have to roll it. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, I have to roll it. So basically,
Okay.
the zombie smacks you away, dealing about 2 damage, and actually, no, that did 4 damage because the zombie itself is actually pretty strong.
4?
That did 4
4.
damage to you.
So
So
how
the
many
zombie
people can
smacked
take
you
on
away, and it sent you basically crashing onto the bench. But the zombie is kind of on the floor with the barrel onto it, and you can see the rice. And now the zombie itself seems to basically pick itself back up, and now it looks like it's charging. Alright. And the initiative thing is kind of over with, so here's how we're
roll
going to do
again.
this. Since Meryl tried to get to that, but he got smacked away, now it's Naguk's turn and what he wants to do. The zombie itself looks pretty big. He's like 7 feet tall, and he looks very wide. We're talking probably like 3 feet wide.
Uh-huh.
He's a very big zombie, but he looks like he's very slow.
Okay, he doesn't have a lot of speed though. Okay.
No, he's very slow, but he looks very strong. Especially the fact that he smacked Meryl away. Like basically the barrel and the bench itself. It's like you could say it's like 10 feet away, and he smacked him like with a backhand, or like just like a swipe, and he just basically lands right onto the bench,
So
kind of
basically,
breaking the
hit points
bench
do you
in a
have left?
So, how much damage was dealt to me again?
4. It was 4 damage because he smacked you and you basically landed onto the bench and you kind of broke the bench.
Ouch. Okay. My turn.
Yes. What would you like to do, Naguk? The zombie seems like it's charging towards Meryl. Or like just walking, like shuffling.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna approach the zombie, but out of his line of sight, drawing my longsword and swiping him in the head.
You're gonna have to roll a sneak for that.
Sneak.
You're gonna
Okay.
have to roll a sneak for that, and you'll have to try and roll an attack.
What is sneak again?
It's on your skill.
Let's see, sneak.
Oh, I'm sorry, hide. Hide, my bad, hide.
It's
You have to
still
roll
Dex.
hide.
It's still Dex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still dexterity regardless.
D20. 16.
Alright, so you successfully like crouched down and like basically hiding from him, like you're like crouched down and you're like around the benches and you're trying to sneak up behind him. And successfully you were able to sneak up on him. Are you trying to get behind him?
Yeah. I'm
Alright.
gonna do a
You
stealth kill.
successfully managed to get behind him. What would you like to try?
I'm going to attack him.
Roll a
with my
d20.
longsword. Five.
So you try to attack him with your longsword?
Yeah.
Alright. You try to take a swipe at him with your sword, but you accidentally cut the rice bag instead. And now the rice bag is spilled everywhere.
Cuts
My
a longsword.
rice.
You basically missed. But the zombie didn't acknowledge you were there. He didn't even I don't even think he can hear you. So he didn't even know that. He doesn't know you're behind him still. He's got very bad hearing.
Like, is he even a threat?
Is he a threat, the zombie?
Yeah.
You'll have to find out yourself.
Okay.
I mean, you saw him get smacked away 10 feet and land on a branch, so that should say something.
Okay. Is it my turn?
He
now?
does seem slow. Yes, it's your turn.
I wanna go hit him with my Morning Star.
So you just want to run up to him and just hit him.
Yeah.
Alright, roll for attack.
An 8.
What is your strength at?
2.
Alright, so you were lucky to hit him. You were able to hit him. Barely,
Okay.
though. His armor class is 10.
Ow. Don't you
Alright.
have to get higher than 10 though?
Hmm? No, it could be the exact number.
Do
Okay.
I?
It could be the exact number. Alright, go ahead and roll for damage.
So, 1d8.
I think it was 1d6.
You said 1d8.
It might be 1d8. Let me double check just in case. You might be right, but I just want to double check.
Plus 2.
Yeah, it's 1d8. Okay, I just wanted to double check.
And then it's a plus 2. It's 2, so.
Right. Wow, you
Okay.
rolled a... Okay, a
Five.
3. So that's 5 damage.
Yeah.
Also, you can do
Okay,
this.
so basically, are you trying to approach the zombie, like, right in front of him, or...
It doesn't matter. I just want to hit him.
Alright, so you basically run up to the zombie, swinging your ball, and you basically just, like, smack him, and you kind of like hit him, but, like, right on the hand, and it looks like you broke his hand, dealing
Broke his
about
hand?
5 damage.
Okay.
You pretty much just like swang that big ball, and you just like just smacked his arm, and you literally like broke his arm in a sense. You could say that
Okay.
Okay.
because of like the force of it. You pretty much like disabled a part of him.
Okay.
However, he's still moving.
Okay.
Now it's the zombie's turn to attack, and he's going to attack Kenneth since he
boy.
literally just broke his arm with the ball and chain. Alright.
I would understand.
Oh
One.
no. The zombie rolled a 1. Yeah, he rolled a 1. He's gonna get screwed. Alright. So the zombie, right?
I think he said. I think you're gonna say, "Oh no, he's gonna kill."
The zombie basically like he charges toward Kenneth and he tries to like swing at him with his other, but instead he trips and then he falls onto the bench and there's a bunch of like sharp pokey like bench wooden pieces sticking up and the zombie basically falls right on it and it kind of like pierced his eyeball. It didn't kill him, but it basically like blinded him. The splinters on the bench that basically broke underneath like Meryl pretty much like punctured both of his eyes. And he gets up and then you can see like 2 big ass, pardon my French, splinters in both his eyes and now he's blind. And that basically did about, well, now that he's blind, let's just say, yeah, 6 damage. That hurt him a lot.
Yeah, I would imagine going in the eyes.
Well, that's a critical fail. Like he literally rolled a 1. That's why he did that. So he's blind and he can't use his other arm. But he's still standing though.
Still standing. So
All right. It's Meryl's turn. Meryl is still like on the bench, but he's able to like get up now.
Alright, so I get up.
All right. So Meryl is able to like get up, and the zombie is literally like a couple feet away from him.
I would like to back away from the zombie.
You keep your
And
distance from the zombie.
Use Cure Light Wounds on myself.
All right, that's fine. You can do that.
It's 1d8 plus 1 per level.
Let
So I
me
just get
check
a
this
1.
out. When laying your hand upon a living creature, your channel positive energy uses 1d8 plus 1 point for caster level. Okay, yeah. Roll 1d8.
And then +1.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you can put that in the whole command.
7.
So basically you kind of like ran off, and you pretty much like pull out your hand, and your hand is just like glowing like yellow, like like light and all that stuff. And you pretty much like you pretty much just like put your hand on your chest, and you were successfully able to heal all the wounds that you had taken.
Okay.
All right, that'll use up your turn. All right, now it's Naguk's turn.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to attack.
Nagu.
All right, roll a d20. You're still behind the zombie.
Yeah. Are you serious?
Yeah, you're still behind him.
No.
No, the roll.
Oh.
It's not a critical failure.
It's not a critical failure, but it's still really bad. Alright, well. Alright. So basically, you try to do an attack on B, but you accidentally stepped on one of the splinters, and it disrupted your attack. You took 1 damage.
Really? It took 1?
Just 1.
Alright. Well,
You stepped on like a really big, like one of those big freaking steak splinters on the bench.
Oh, okay.
And you missed your attack too. Alright, now it's Kenneth's turn.
I'm gonna try to hit him again with my Morning Star.
Roll a d20.
Let's see here.
Now get this, the zombie is blind.
So I got another
All right.
10.
Yeah, so you were successfully able to hit him. Roll.
Let's see here.
Wait, where do you get the +2 dexterity?
Strength.
Strength. Oh.
He has 14 strength, which gives him a +2 modifier. That's why it's 10.
Wait, so if I'm rolling, I get a +4 strength, so that's 6?
Oh, you do get a +4 strength, but you ain't gonna hit him
So
though, because his armor class is 10. You
so
missed
I got
your
a
hit.
6. Instead of a 2.
You're still
Yeah, but the
missing.
natural roll is still
Yeah,
bad.
but that still missed.
It still misses. It's still a bad roll, like the
What
natural.
about damage?
Oh Oh, you don't get any damage because you didn't land your hit.
So I hit him with a 6.
Not me hitting him. I meant the splinter.
No, I'm talking about my damage was a 6. My attack.
Basically, Dive took 1 damage. There didn't have to be no roll for it because it's just a splinter. He basically stepped on it
DM.
as it was sticking up.
Alright, I got a 6.
I know, I see that.
Okay.
I'll conjure a lightning bolt pretty soon. Alright. It's called the DM Thunder. It does 1,000,000 damage and it insta kills everything.
Just trying to get your attention.
That's fine. Okay, so you did 6 damage. Alright. So you basically swing it again, and you pretty much just like, just with a good swing with the ball and chain, you pretty much just like aim right at his face, and you just smack him right in the face with the spiky ball, and you pretty much just like cleaved off half of his face, and like nothing but like a bunch of blood and skeleton bones are exposed on his face.
Jeez.
So you guys are really messing. So he pretty much like the zombie's face is like completely bloody, and you can see bones in it after that hit. And you could see the zombie is like slowly starting to like get slower, as you can see the blood pouring out of him. All right, now the zombie is going to try and attack Kenneth again.
Oh my gosh.
Yikes, that's
no.
critical damage.
Oh no!
Does he even even have a mouth? Because I knocked it out.
You didn't knock it off, but like, how do I describe this? You pretty much knocked off like a bunch of skin on like the right side of his face. His mouth is still there, but you like completely like eradicated his face.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Like he has a big freaking dent on the right side of his face. But you still did a lot of damage to him. Oh dear God. Alright, well, this is a 20, so
it's critical damage.
however, now he has to roll critical since he landed that. But if he misses, then he's still gonna get a hit regardless, so. What is your armor class, Kenneth?
Armor class is not very good. It's a leather.
How much health do you have?
I have 12.
Hopefully you can take the speeding. So basically the zombie... Alright. Oh dear God. Alright.
Fingers crossed, guys. Kill me, cleric.
Oh God. That's not good. Oh no.
You laughing?
Alright, well...
11 damage.
All I gotta say is, the zombie got really tired of your crap, and with his right arm, he manages to grab your face and just smash it right onto the ground, and just drag you across it, and then throw you up onto the ceiling, just like making your body just smack onto it, and then you fall right back down, and you are unconscious, dealing 14 damage.
14.
14 damage.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was
So
11 damage.
incapacitated?
No, he has a +3 strength. He's really strong. He's got 16
So
strength.
am I dead?
You're not dead, but you're unconscious.
Unconscious.
You're incapacitated.
You only die if you're at -10 health, but you're knocked out. You're freaking.
Is this a good picture for...
It's
The
clipping.
it's
Much
looking a little
bigger.
much bigger than
It's like
that?
a really. I'll give you a good image. He's like a big boy, like a big zombie.
Yeah, this is a big
He's almost,
zombie,
he's
right?
almost like a fat zombie.
Oh, fat zombie.
Yeah. In fact, I got a decent picture for it. Let me show you. I got a better picture for that. One sec.
In the group DM.
Yeah, he looks something like this.
Oh man, that's great.
Yeah, he messed you up.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he completely knocked out Kenneth, but my god. He was strong enough to actually like throw you up. You just like fall down and you just like completely just get knocked out. And you didn't fall on the bench or anything. You fell on solid concrete. So yeah, you're not looking too good, Kenneth. And that was one hit too. So my god. All right. Well, now it's Meryl's turn.
I'm going to go over to him and heal him with one of my same spell that I used last time.
Do you have an extra spell slot for that?
I do, because I put X2 on it.
All right, perfect. Okay. All right. So, what are you trying to do? You're just gonna like walk up to him and heal him?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and roll your cure light wounds or whatever.
Okay, I got a 6.
All right. So successfully, I'm gonna just say this: you basically ran right over him, out beating, and you pretty much like put your hand over like his. I'm gonna just say this, Kenneth: your bones are broken. Like your legs and your arms are broken, kind of. But with the cure light wounds, it can actually repair some of that. So I hope that eases your mind a bit. So basically, he walks over to him, and he manages to like put his glowing hand over that, and he was able to heal most of the wounds that the zombie just did to you for 7. For 7 health, you have covered.
Okay, so I have 7.
Currently you're at 5 health.
Okay.
Currently at 5 health, because before you were at -2. So you're at 5 health at the moment, but you have not regained consciousness just yet. Some of your wounds have been healed, and you know you can still move all your limbs, but you're kind of sleeping. You're sleeping at the moment. Let's just say that much. You're just on you're just on the ground, just sleeping, like you know. That's all. That's what you're doing. Huh?
Somebody hide me.
All right. That'll be Meryl's turn. Now it's Naguk's turn.
Alright. Hope I can land my hit this time.
Hmm?
Hope I can land my. I hope I can hit him. So roll d20. Hello.
Yeah, roll d20. Sorry.
Oh my god.
You know what? I'm gonna just allow you to re-roll that, because you've been getting really bad rolls. I'll let you do it just this one. All right. So you successfully landed your hit.
Finally.
Are you trying to use your longsword?
Yeah. It's the only weapon I got.
Yeah, I didn't know that. All right. Roll for damage. You successfully landed your hit.
Okay, plus 4. Oh my. Nice.
Yikes. That's okay. No, that's still good damage. Alright, so you're literally like right behind him. And what you pretty much do is you charge at him and you pretty much like thrust your long sword and you just like poke right through his chest. And you pretty much just like cleave out like his heart. You pretty much just like stab right into his left side of his chest and then just cleave out, and the heart like comes right on your sword.
Oh, nice.
You pretty much put like a big hole in the left side of his chest.
GG.
Okay.
And the zombie is barely moving. He's barely alive at this point. And now he's just kind of like, he's just like slow a bit. And he can like barely move at all. He looks like he's about to go down with like 1 or 2 more good hits.
Alright, so Kenneth.
And now it's Kenneth's turn.
I can't do anything.
Well, here's what you can do. You can try to roll to gain con.
A saving throw.
It's like a saving throw. Roll for fortitude.
Okay.
Fortitude? That's on. Oh,
I mean, it affects his health.
that's Constitution.
You successfully woke up since you rolled a 15.
I'm just gonna crawl away.
So you pretty much like open up your eyes and you're like, ah, ah.
But I can't really crawl away. Are my bones broken?
They have been healed because of the spell.
Okay.
He pretty much cured you of that. Like he fixed your bones when he healed you.
I'm just gonna crawl away or get up and.
So you're just trying to crawl away.
Can I go eat the rice, or do I have to cook it first?
You can eat it if you want. Go
Or
for it.
Is it cooked?
I mean, Dive sliced the whole bag up, so it's all over the place.
I'll go.
I mean, it's in a bag, so probably not.
Yeah, it's probably
That
not
makes a
cooked.
zombie too.
And it's not cooked. It's completely raw.
And I can't eat it.
Alright, so you successfully, like, you kind of just, like, crawl away. Just,
I-
like...
Actually, he's about dead, right? Like, how much hit points does he need? Be completely
The
dead.
zombie?
Yeah.
You don't know how much hit points exactly, but like I said, one or two solid hits can kill him. I'll say that much.
Just hit him one more time.
Alright, roll for d20.
I'm pissed.
You
16.
You successfully hit him.
+2.
Now that's a lot of damage. Alright, so he rolled a 6, and +2, that's an 8.
Yeah.
So you pretty much just like slowly get up, and you blink your eyes a bit, and you see the zombie before you like slowly like walking up to you. And then, like, with a few good swings of your ball and chain with the spike on it, you pretty much just, like, run up to him. And then with a really good solid smack, you pretty much just, like swing the ball right at his head, and it just knocks it right off. You knocked his head clean off of his body.
Nice.
And it just lands on the ground.
Sweet.
And you can see the zombie's, like, torso bleeding out. And the blood itself is just, like, very dark red. And so you see the zombie fall down, and a loud thump was heard. And you can see the dust underneath its body escaping. You successfully killed the zombie.
Who saved my life?
And you have gained, all three of you, 200 experience points
200.
for killing that
Dang,
zombie.
That was
And just to let you know, this guy had a lot of health.
Who saved my life?
Pixel.
Pixel.
Well, his name's
He
not
pretty
Pixel.
much.
I'm role playing here, guys.
Hmm?
As my character, I'm
No.
asking who saved my life.
I did.
Meryl did.
Thank you, Meryl. Thank you for saving me.
You're welcome.
Okay.
What do we do now, guys?
You see 2 doors ahead of you, and you see a bag of sliced rice. Oh, by the way, write down that you gained those 200.
Where do I put it?
How much does it take to level up to level 2?
It does take a lot to level. I believe you need 1,000 experience points to level.
Okay.
So we're a fifth way there.
But where do I put it?
I just did 200 out of 1,000 over experience points, right above gear.
Yeah, you just put on the experience points. It shows it.
I didn't have
Can't
my
see
character sheet
where the
open.
experience point is.
I didn't have my character sheet open.
Why don't you have your character sheet open?
I forgot. Don't worry, I have my screenshot so I can just copy it. Okay.
So do I have only like 5 hit points right now?
Yep.
Yeah, you're at 5 hit points.
Okay. PDF, can I please type?
Alright, so you're basically, you successfully killed the zombie, and ahead of you, you can see 2 doors. One on the left and one on the right. And since you all actually, I'll give Kenneth a bonus 100 experience points for the kill blow.
Okay.
So
He went through a bunch of stuff.
Kenneth basically got, instead of 200 experience points, Kenneth got 300 because he got the killing blow. But Dive and Uriel or Meryl, you two got 200 and he got 300. Muriel. I just noticed Kenneth didn't even use his spells for that.
I was thinking too, but then I'm
That's a
like,
sorcerer.
what if I need my spells coming up? And I'm
Oh, that's fine. You did a pretty good thing. But that beating though, ugh.
I know, right?
Because he grabbed his face and just did like a big like smackdown onto the concrete and grinded his face on it. And then he just like threw him up onto the ceiling, which is like 50 feet above him, and his body just like leaves a crack in the ceiling, and then his body just falls down onto the hard concrete, and it broke his bones and it knocked him out.
That's crazy.
So it was a really strong attack, and it was a critical hit, and that's why he suffered so much damage.
Almost died.
Yeah.
It pretty much gives you an idea that enemies are actually.
Yeah, welcome to D&D.
Alright, so there's doors
Okay,
in front of us now?
So since Kenneth did his last turn, now it's Meryl's turn.
Alright.
There are doors in front of us, right?
There's 2. One on the left and one on the right.
Well, I have.
Oh, and Naguk still has the heart on his. It's bleeding out.
Can I loot the zombie?
You can try, see what you can
I
find.
would like to try to loot the zombie.
Go ahead, roll a search check. Roll a search check, Merrick, since you wanted to do it first.
Okay, my search is.
The zombie was wearing pants, by the way. Don't worry, he was wearing pants.
Oh, search is +2, so 10.
You found 5 gold pieces in his pockets, but that was it. All you could find was just blood and big lumps all over his body, and splinters all over his stomach and everything. He's messed up, and he has a giant freaking hole in his left side of his chest. Yeah, this guy is super dead. Oh, and his head is missing and still bleeding on the ground. So, that's all you really found was just 5 gold pieces.
So I'll just leave this with dark eyes, or dark eyes.
Wait, what are you gonna do?
The gold, and giving the gold to dark eyes.
Give me
Alright,
the
so
gold.
you pretty much like put your hands in the zombie's stinky pockets, and you pull out the gold pieces and you give them to Dark Eyes.
Ew.
And yes, the coins, it smells like a dead animal. Let's just say that much. It's still gold, and you can still
For that
You gotta
beat
wash
down.
these coins.
you go wash these coins, bro. Alright. Alright, so
You're
that's
welcome.
Meryl's turn. Now it's Naguk's turn.
My turn.
There wasn't really anything on that zombie to get except experience point.
Okay. Let's
And a
see.
beat down.
Oh yeah, he got destroyed.
Well, let's see. What can I do? I'm going to from the door we came in, I'm gonna go to the left door.
All right. So you go to the left door and you begin to open it. And as you open it, you can see what appears to be like a bit of like a stairway that goes hang on a second. Oh no, I'm sorry, I was mistaken for the other one. Okay. So you basically open that one and ahead of you you can see like a desk. You can see a desk and you can see one more door and it looks like it's actually an entrance to something.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just doing my character sheet.
And as you basically open up the door, the entrance, or probably an entrance to something, you could see some light around the door as well, and the door itself looks to be like iron.
Oh, it's an iron door.
Yeah, it's pretty much like it's a pretty solid door.
Okay, is there anything that I can look through?
You can look through the desk. You can look upon the sides, but it's actually a very small room.
Okay. I'll search the desk, I guess.
Roll a search check.
Why am I
You
getting
found
numbers?
nothing but a dust bunny in the form of a bunny.
Okay. Well, is there? Can I look? Is there a crack through in the door that I can see through?
Yes, but you'll have to do that on your next turn.
Okay.
Alright, so it's Darkeye's turn.
Yeah.
By the way, so as you basically look down upon the beast after you've basically cut its head off with your, well, not cut, but like bash it with the bludgeoning weapon, you can see that its corpse is like strangely bleeding out some sort of odd format. And basically what I mean is, as you see it bleeding out, you can see that its blood is starting to like branch out a bit, like across the ground. And you can see like it just forms into black. And basically like the blood itself is just like it's just like branching out of the area, and it looks very weird.
Like it's growing?
Kind of. It looks like it is growing in a sense. And as for like the texture of the zombie and everything else, it just has like a lot of black blood onto it. Like at first it was dark red, but then like it just slowly starts becoming black. And the blood itself just like branches out kind of.
Wow.
If you get what I'm talking about though, right? Like branching out like in just weird lines.
Yeah.
So basically you see that happen. You see that happening
Not a big
along it.
deal.
And you can also see a few branches growing out of the blood. Or like
Am I also seeing
little
this,
saplings. Hmm?
Am I also seeing this? Or...
Yeah, you can see this as well. You can see like little like black saplings
can I
like coming out of
disintegrate
it.
it with my key?
I mean,
Wait, what?
I'll give you the short. I'll give you the short answer. No, you cannot.
You know how like I went to go open doors and the the doorknob just disintegrated?
Yeah.
That's because it couldn't handle the pressure of the light and the magic that was in it.
Okay.
But you can't just shove your key inside of it and then boom, it just dies.
It's a
Like
light,
no.
though. Anyway,
but why not? It's so fun.
it's so fun. I just want to go check the other door. There's another door, right?
Yeah, the door on the right side.
Let me go and open that door.
So you go onto the right side of the door, and you are able to open it. And from there on, you open it, and there's like a stairway that like reaches upwards. It kind of like curves up, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like as you was to go up like a staircase, it curves upwards on the right and up and up.
So,
Kind of like if that you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about, right?
So Meryl and Naguk, do you guys want to go up this way?
Well, Naguk is in the other room.
Oh,
He's searching the desk and he couldn't find nothing.
I know.
But he's in the other room.
So I'm gonna go and ask him if he wants to come up this other.
So you're gonna okay. So you're basically like you open the door And
Yeah, I
then
don't
you're
wanna
just
go
gonna
by
go in the other
myself.
room and then peek over.
I don't want to go by myself, so just
That's
ask the
fine.
crew if they want to come with me.
That's fine. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead and ask him.
Hey, Nagook. There's a
What is
stairway here. You want to go up this way with me?
The stairway? I found an iron door here.
There's nothing in there, right?
I haven't checked yet. But
I thought
alright, I'll go with you.
I thought there was nothing in there.
No, he basically searched it, and he was gonna try out the door, but while he was searching it and time's elapsed and everything, you two had to take your turns.
Oh, okay. Um, let's just wait. Let's look.
All right.
Yeah, let's
Just
just wait.
All right. So now it's Meryl's turn.
I vote that we hide and rest a little bit because Dark Eyes kind
Yeah.
of almost died.
Yeah, we should rest. You're right.
Where would you wish to rest?
I vote that we go back a room away from all these zombies or undead that could
Very
come
well.
out. Since
you wish.
there's obviously some evil here that causes a zombie to come out.
Very well, if you wish. So as